All right, everybody. Hope you're having a happy holidays or have had happy holidays, and welcome to a new installment of the channel, a new yearly installment I'm adding to the channel called the Yearly Fireside Chat. So essentially, what this is going to be is just reflecting a bit on the content that I've made this year, whether or not I'm happy with it, whether or not I've met my goals with it, and looking at the future, going over what I'll be making, what the plans are for the following year, stuff like that. Another thing as well is to go over my goals for the next year as well, sort of as a reminder for myself. But first topic to go over is I am doing my first YouTube live stream probably on the 29th as sort of a test run, and on the 30th, big important one, I'll be doing a charity stream for the domestic violence hotline, which is essentially just a hotline that is open 24 hours that serves to help and cater to people that call regarding just domestic violence issues. It's sort of like, I don't want to say phone therapy because it's much more off the cuff, but you can basically talk about your issues and stuff like that. And they just provide a wonderful service, and as well for an issue that I feel is not often talked about. Basically, how that's going to be working is I'm going to try and set up donation links and stuff like that. Obviously, that is how charity streams tend to work. And I'm not entirely expecting, obviously, a very small creator, and YouTube's algorithm is pretty poor for pushing streams. So I'm not entirely expecting like a whole ton of people to show up or a whole ton of people to donate, if any at all, right? But I have been doing a little something over the course of the last month, basically on and off, which if you've been keeping up with the shorts at all, which again, not a lot of people have. If you have been, you've been noticing I've been doing something called a charity lock. And now it's basically a Nuzlocke Pokemon Platinum, where for every Pokemon that dies on my team or in a battle, I donate $5 to this charity, right? Which doesn't sound like a lot, obviously, but since I'm very bad at Pokemon, very bad at strategy games as a whole, I have lost quite a bit. I think I'm around where I'm at in the game right now at $60, $70, and like halfway through. So and it only gets harder as well. So it'll be certainly, I'm certainly going to be doing a lot on my own. So that is sort of a mechanism just to make sure that throughout the charity stream, at least a good chunk of money is going to a good cause around the holidays, whether people show up and donate or not. I'm going to be working on a big video to sort of summarize the entire run. It'll be, I think it's going to be good if I can get it to the spot that I want it to be by the end of my holiday break from college, which is around January 11th, January 12th. As for other upcoming videos, I am working on a few scripted Wizard 101 videos. Firstly, a Myth School rework that I'm working on, essentially going over how I want minions to be reworked, because I think minions as a whole are, for every school, are kind of a canned feature that they just kind of, King's Isle's all disregarded, doesn't care about anymore. But for Myth, I think it would be cool if they worked a different way. Maybe if King's Isle sort of touched up on it a bit more, made some new minions that were cool, made some adjustments to the system. And that's sort of what that video is going to be about, sort of a make-believe workshop video of how I would change it, what minions I would add to make the system a little bit cooler, a little bit more unique and a little more fun. Give Myth sort of a spot as well, because the problem with Myth in Wizards, they have, I go on a whole tangent about this all day about Myth School, but they have no real spot in the meta. They're not the best hitter, they're not the best tank, they're not the best, even the best solo school, which is as King's Isle advertises them, you know, they're their intention. So this would help them be a much better solo school than they currently are, as well as make them just better as a whole. So it would sort of hone in on that solo school niche, make them more fun, more unique school, and give them room in that niche. Maybe get death out of there a little bit, less death characters, a little more Myth, and who wouldn't want to see that? More Fire Emblem Randomizer Ups. That series, despite having not uploaded it for about 2 weeks, probably a little over 2 weeks at this point, it's not done. I'm still going to be doing uploads of it. I'm going to be playing a chapter of it live for a charity stream as well, and probably for my test YouTube stream. Again, these streams will be live on YouTube, not Twitch. A new thing for me, but I'm hoping, you know, I think I have a lot of faith in YouTube streaming as a platform. I think it'll eventually overtake Twitch within the next like couple of years down the line. So why not put my eggs in that basket now before other people have hopped onto it, is sort of my line of thinking. So I got a few goals for next year. First goal, and probably the most important that I want to hit very quickly, is 1,000 subs on the YouTube. And I really do want that, because I need 1,000. It is the first criteria to getting monetized, getting 1,000 subscribers. And I'm at the point now on YouTube where each sub feels like a crawl to get to. Every single one is difficult to attain, and getting to 1,000 at the moment seems a little bit like a pipe dream. But also I need to get there eventually. As long as the content improves and the content gets better, even if there's no view gain, there's no sub gain that is direct, eventually my odds of blowing up and sort of catching fire, a video being that metaphorical lottery ticket that sort of skyrockets me up a bit numbers wise. Eventually it'll come, right? The next goal is just improving the content. I feel like with each video that I make, I have improved quite a bit. So just make more videos, upload more consistently. Again, that's another goal that is sort of in line with this one. And the more that you upload, the more that I upload, the more that my content will get better, the more the quality will get better, the more comfortable me on camera, etc. And I think there has been a significantly palpable difference. If you go back to watch my very first video, which is probably over a year ago now at this point, maybe it was in December, November, the old Thracia Fire Emblem 5 videos, just the quality is improved of the setup, for one, presence on camera for two. Let me make this a little bit more, yeah, there you go, make that a little more visible. And then three, just the editing and the production values all has gone up. And it's very jarring, the difference between the start and where I'm at now, which makes me very happy because that was a goal of mine to begin with. And I'm glad that the content has improved to such a degree over just the course of a year, even though I haven't uploaded probably as much as I would have liked. Say goal number 4 at this point, more streams on YouTube, because streaming on Twitch is great, don't get me wrong, but I think YouTube as an investment is gonna be better off. I think streaming as a whole on YouTube is going to be at least a big rival to Twitch and overtake Twitch, potentially, as well as there's a little bit less competition on YouTube. Significantly more people stream on Twitch, so it's sort of playing my odds a little bit more there. Maybe get me pushed a bit more. Most of the big streamers are on Twitch, not many on YouTube, especially a lot of smaller or mid-sized streamers on YouTube, as far as I'm aware. So give me a little bit less competition on YouTube, which helps obviously for discovery, despite the discovery on YouTube being less fleshed out. I think they'll fix that a bit more. I think they'll streamline it a bit more to the average YouTube watcher. Let's see what we got next on the list, next on the script here. Less gaming content. I want to do a little bit more, not necessarily scripted content either, but a little bit more just fleshing out into life stuff. One thing I've been in the talks with a friend that I used to work at, or at a Five Guys with. I want to do a burger tier list review, essentially. It's kind of an idea that bounced around like Five Guys employees rank fast food burgers. Sort of like a spin on what other people have done when it comes to fast food tier lists. Just to give it the Five Guys employee aspect, I think, adds a spin to it. It adds that credibility, which is important, I think. Credibility is the word I'm looking for. We found it. But credibility, that aspect, I think, will maybe give that a little bit more push. It also adds a little bit of uniqueness to that video that I would make that, someone who hasn't had that life experience working at a fast food burger place, they wouldn't have that same spin they could add to that video. And maybe I'll do some more skits involving shorts. I'm not entirely sure, but I do want to break the boundary of only gaming content and sort of broaden my horizons a bit and do other things besides gaming. Last goal, just uploading more frequently throughout the year. Uploading more frequently and uploading more consistently throughout the year are big, because I didn't do that last year. I took like 3-month lulls in the summer, and I would really like to upload consistently throughout the entire year. Of course, college will throw wrenches in that to some degree. Yeah, just consistent uploading. Obviously, uploading consistently is important to growth, and it's probably the most important thing to growth, to be honest, besides general quality of content and clickbait, I guess. And just to be able to do it, not necessarily like more times per month, but just to not take big breaks throughout the year, especially during times I have a lot of free time, like summer breaks and stuff. I'm a full-time college student, as well as I do have a part-time job, and this is sort of a hobby that I do on the side that I would like to push into the job aspect at some point. If it doesn't become that is perfectly fine. But it is sort of a goal of mine. It's just something I enjoy working on and would love to see monetary value from it. That would be pretty cool. So am I happy with the year itself and how the year for the channel has went? Short answer is kind of. I'm happy with how my content has grown. I'm happy with how much better I've gotten on camera. While I'm still not ideal, like my camera presence still isn't perfect, but it has certainly gotten better. The quality of the setup has certainly gotten better. My mic's gotten better. My camera's gotten better. My lighting's gotten better. I mean, go back and look at my first Thracia episode where you can barely even see me because the light bulbs in my room are out. So, and it's like at 1 a.m. at night. So I'm practically not even freaking visible in the camera, which, I mean, the setup's gotten way better. The camera presence, again, gotten way better. The quality of the editing, my editing has gotten way better. And I don't depend on editors anymore. I pretty much everything I make is recorded by me, edited by me, uploaded by me, from clickbait to editing to recording. It's all a one-man show at this point in time. Again, hope you guys have a very happy holiday. Again, December 30th the charity live stream, the charity lock, as well as potentially an episode of the Fire Emblem playthrough being recorded live. That'll be fun. And I would love to see some attendance from you guys on the charity stream. That would mean a lot to me. And again, the donations go to a fantastic cause that is very underrepresented in the live stream in the YouTube space. So yeah, see you guys hopefully on the 30th, and if not, see a bunch more this year, or this year, not this year, but I'll see you a bunch more in the year to come. Peace out, guys, and hope you stay tuned with the channel. I appreciate it.